What's up everyone, welcome back to a new game. As you can see already, this is kinda weird. I am 500 points above everyone else. So I don't really like playing against very low rated opponents, simply because of the fact that in 4-player chess there is a component of luck. And if they casually decide to team up against me, for example right now yellow, you can't really see completely what he's saying, but he's saying everyone against red. So it kinda happened that opponents team up against you, and imagine only if I lose this game, how many points I would lose. It would be a disaster. And so what I try to say is everyone have fun, you know, just enjoy the game and don't team up against people, please, because I don't want to say stop the chat, because I don't like to stop the chat. And if at any point during the game a guy, green or blue, look at the chat and they see only everyone against red, then they might think, okay, that's the best option for us, let's attack red and win. I don't know. So that's why I was trying not to stop the chat and say something good. As usual, I'm fianchetting my bishop, and in this game it's gonna be, first of all, it's gonna be faster. It's gonna be quicker than usual games, as you will see probably from the time of this video. Probably you will see that it's way shorter than other videos, and I will also show you what you should prevent from doing and what actually helps the opponents, because you will see what the opponents are gonna play, and you will see how I am going to use that, or other opponents are gonna use the opponent's mistakes to gain advantages. So let's analyze 1 second here. I am red and I am doing fine because I have castled. I'm pretty safe. I'm doing fine. What has blue been doing? Blue has only been pushing pawns, and pushing pawns only creates weaknesses. Pushing pawns is only creating weaknesses everywhere. As you know also from normal chess, any pawn push creates holes everywhere. So these are all weaknesses now the blue has, and what it does, he keeps pushing pawns. So he thinks the best strategy here is to push pawns, but it's exactly what you should avoid actually. And as you can see here, the queen being here, I can't play my Dubious opening. How sad is that? So I have to play this move instead, and I decide to play this because it gives me an opportunity. Because as I said in a previous video, what you want is to have opportunities. So as you can see as well, blue is very weak already. So the best thing I can do is create diagonals against blue. Now it defends, unfortunately, but notice now what mistakes yellow is making. He's developing pieces towards the center like this with the bishops, but is clearly creating weaknesses both here and here. And what I usually say is don't have any weaknesses, don't have any undefended pieces and pawns and anything. Don't leave anything undefended, and if you can, over defend points, crucial points. Or for example here blue with this move is clearly attacking yellow here, and yellow completely ignores that. And look at green, what is green gonna do? Green noticed blue can take here, so he decides to exchange in the hope that yellow would have to respond to this. And here, as you can see, I was making the mistake of trying to take over here, because if I take over here, imagine blue is gonna take here, yellow is gonna take the bishop, and then green can play here, forking my knight and bishop, and that's not what I want. You can say that I can take the rook then, but any kind of exchanges are bad. Even if it's exchanges that are a sacrifice of the opponent's pieces to gain your pieces, it's still bad. And here yellow exchanged bishops with green and lost the rook as well. So the nice thing is that yellow said everyone against red, but actually blue and green are teaming up against yellow, so that's funny. Ah yeah, in this move, look at this move. I thought he was attacking over here because yellow just castled. And it looked weak. But in reality, green was attacking over here my rook. And please notice that I could have played here, for example, bishop here to defend with the queen my rook. But that's not something you want to do, because green can always exchange the queen for the rook. So you never want to have pieces that can be exchanged, or even opponents that sacrifice pieces to take your ones. So that's why instead of defending the rook, I decided to move the rook away. And blue just pushes pawns. Look at that. Blue just pushes pawns forward. Any kind of pawns, at any time, he just pushes pawns. And now I played rook to the side. I'm ready to push my pawn. What can stop me from pushing? Just add the pawns. But if the opponents are distracted by each other, this gives me time to promote. I wanted to play here just because I felt some pressure with the queen, but in reality there is no pressure at all. My knight is defending, so why not pushing the pawn? Just push the pawn forward, it's perfectly fine. And here blue pushing pawns creates weaknesses, and this is a weakness. Why doesn't green take over here? And here something that blue does, still pushing pawns, is offer the queen's exchange as well. So that's exactly what you don't want to do. It's not in yellow's interest anyways to exchange queens, but don't even give your opponents a chance. And I'm using all this weird stuff happening with yellow like this and blue pushing pawns and green not taking opportunities just to do my thing, just to push my pawn up. And to be honest, this move is really clear what the plan is with this move. He wants to get in here. It is pretty clear, to be honest. What is blue gonna do against that? There is a very easy move, I think. For example, queen here would work, also defending this if green doesn't take. Green is taking his time, huh? Green is actually taking his time. And when something like this happens in your games, keep it in mind, because it could mean that green is having connection issues. Green could lose on time. He finally moves actually, so he's not gonna lose on time right now. But I keep pushing my pawn. Why not? And blue doesn't defend anything of what he should have defended. And now he's in trouble. And here you go. New queen. And now my life is gonna be easy, because all I got to do is use that queen to take pieces and mate and everything. Here blue is completely collapsing, but it's clear why, because all those pawn pushes. And what to do here for me? Well, I noticed blue was gonna lose a rook, so this actually little simple check would prevent any kind of chance blue had to defend the rook. And this is just good for me, because if blue loses material, it's excellent. Yellow now just has to take the rook. And to be honest, green is not doing bad at all. Green is doing fine because he's out of the fight. He has two queens. He just needs to develop the bishop and maybe castle queenside or kingside is completely fine as well. He just needs to do something, you know. In chess, you need to move. If you don't move, you lose. And I was extremely lucky to be right there, because my new queen, expendable queen, I got lucky in this situation. I did get lucky. But you know, you have to be there to take the opportunity sometimes. So And here I don't think even twice about taking, because okay, the bishop is now targeting my queen, but it's 20 points for 1, so. In the past I've seen people actually not taking kings because they were gonna sacrifice the expendable queen, but in my opinion there is nothing to think about, just take it. And the good thing is blue actually targeted the yellow's queen, so even saving my queen, because if yellow took my queen then he would have lost his queen, it would have been seriously bad for him. So this actually was the best move for yellow. And I'm sorry about the fact that normal moves have no sound. It was a server issue or something, because as you can see, when people take pieces then you can hear something. When it's my turn you can hear something, but when you simply move the piece you can't hear. I didn't choose this. I mean, it's a server issue, I think. And here what I noticed in this position is that the yellow's queen was extremely exposed because it was so much away from his pieces. So that's why I played bishop back, just because it would target the queen. And look carefully at this next move. Blue takes. But this is incredible. If you want, you can pause the video right now and see that if yellow would just take the queen and then I would take yellow's queen, yellow would actually be in second position by a lot of points as well. Instead, he resigned, giving 20 points to blue. So this was actually crazy. Don't resign if you're not completely lost, because also if you can make more points, don't resign. And here yellow could have got second place easily, because then if he took the blue queen, then it would have been really hard for blue to make any more points, and yellow would have just got second place. Instead, look at this. Luckily I got those 6 points that make me be in the 20 points difference to blue, because if I had only 6 points less, blue could just resign and win. So that would be incredible. But in this position, as you see, I said GG, because this is game over. This was really straightforward. As you see, I didn't move any of my pieces far away from my base. I was solid, supported my pawns, promoted, and then used that queen to deal as much damage as possible. That's it. That's simply what happened. The only thing you have to try to avoid is people ganging up on you, but that's very hard to avoid, so it's out of your control. But as you can see in this case, this game was nothing different, nothing difficult really. Just stay solid and nothing is gonna happen to you. Here blue is concentrating on promoting this pawn up, but this move is clearly to open up this diagonal and target the knight, and then blue now has 2 options, here or here, and if he goes here it's made right away, and he does move that and it's made right away. So this is it. This was actually a very quick game. I just wanted to show you because sometimes it's enjoyable to show easier games where it went quite smoothly, and also shows you how to make use of the opponent's mistakes. So I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed playing. See you next time.